contested quarter as we move here into the second. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Chris Middleton. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Mayo. Then it's John Henson, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4. And that is good. And the Bucks lead by 17.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Mr. Moves passes to Okafor. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here's the fast break. Carter-Williams leading the way. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
It's been a nice game for Carter-Williams. He has 9 points.
And boy, he's doing it from long range. He's hitting inside the arc as well.
And that allows him to put real pressure on the defense by stretching it out to the three-point line, but also forcing them to have to respect him inside the arc as well.
That's good from Carter-Williams.
And when it comes to Michael Carter-Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, he plays hard, but he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Jabari Parker's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Carter-Williams hits them both. Well, going back to Michael Carter-Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Well, guys, once again, the 76ers finished second to last in the East. Amazingly managed to win fewer games against the East than they did the year before, which was 14 wins in 2014.
And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. That's good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Mr. Moves passes to Embiid. The dish now to Landry. Here's Covington. 13 points in the game. Good on the 13-footer. Covington's got 15 points. One thing, Greg, about Philadelphia, you talked about this. Only 12 wins for them last year against the East.
And Kevin, how about not getting a win against their own conference until December? I mean, as bad as the Sixers were last year, though, they weren't the worst. So sometimes, even for me, I still can't fathom that's the case.
And Parker comes with the help. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Mr. Moves. Clock at 6. From outside the arc, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Carter-Williams dishes to Middleton. And Carter-Williams gets it to go on the assist by Middleton. And that's 13 points for Michael Carter-Williams.
Timeout for the 76ers. Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Nerlens Noel checks in for Landry. Tony Roten comes in for Hollis Thompson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Mr. Moves. And then for Milwaukee, Vasquez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now Embiid. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Cannon. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
They set the pick. Henson with the screen. And Bayless kicks to Middleton. The pass to Parker. Puts up the baby hook. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really two different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, with Nerlens Noel coming out, we knew he'd be a plus shot blocker. He set the Kentucky single-game record with 12 in a game shot blocks. He also knew he had the chance to be a great rebounder, but we definitely knew he needed help with his shot, and that will continue on into next year.
Yeah, you know, he spent the year rehabbing that knee, but also spent that year correcting his shooting form. And we're not talking about just a tweak when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Covington passes to Embiid. There's the pick. Now here's Roten, guarded by Vasquez. 3 on the clock. Shoots a 3, and that one's good. And that's now 9 points for Roten.
And, you know, going back to Nerlens Noel's shooting, the improvements to his form look really good. Even better is that he hit 60% from the line as a rookie. That may not sound like a great start, but at this stage of his development, that's great progress.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Pass to Covington. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You know, one caution I have about Noel's improved shooting, you don't want him to fall in love with jumpers. He did shoot only 46% from the field last year. Conversely, DeAndre Jordan shot 71% because he dunked everything and kept his head under the rim. It's a fine line between improving your game and playing within your limitations.
Embiid with the screen on Middleton. Kicks it to Embiid. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jabari Parker. For Philadelphia, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And the first one drops.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
The 76ers making a switch here. Sampson's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Monroe's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season. But to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
Cannon dishes to Noel. Roten kicks to Noel. Embiid the screen. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Noel. Shoots. And the rejection by Monroe. Here is Bayless. 5 points in the game. Now here's Vasquez. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. The 76ers trail by 17. In the corner, it's Roten. He feeds it to Cannon. To the middle, stolen by Henson. Mayo drives in, 9 feet out, and another basket for Milwaukee. For the Bucks and their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Bucks leading by 16. And here's Vasquez. Monroe kicks to Vasquez. Here's Bayless. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got his 7th assist here tonight. Roten with it. 12 points for him. Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Doubled by Henson. And Noel kicks to Embiid. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Milwaukee's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Feeds it to Vasquez. Henson with the screen. And stolen by Roten. He kicks to Cannon. To the inside. To the wing right side. Pass to Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Noel. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Here's Vasquez. He dishes it to Bayless. Snatched away. Here's Roten, and again, it's Philadelphia.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Puts one up from 19, and Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got assist number 8 now on the night. Now Roten. He's got 14. Noel sets a screen for Roten. Now the feed to Noel. 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Roten.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancer.
the 76ers will go for a different look here. Okafor's checked in. Landry comes in for Nerlens Noel. Thompson, he's checked in for Tony Roten. And Mr. Moves subbed in for Cannon. And then for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo comes in for Vasquez. And it's Carter Williams in for Jared Bayless. Here's Carter Williams, 13 points in the game. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Okafor with the block. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Mr. Moves. Carter Williams covering. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
The 76ers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That one misses for Okafor.
It's been a nice game for Okafor. He has 8 points and 1 steal.
Well, the city of Philadelphia has had some tough fans. There's no doubt. You know, we've seen him boo Santa Claus. You can imagine, Greg, how they felt about this Sixers team a year ago.
You know, the Sixers were going to be in trouble from the very start of the year. A lot of fans didn't even bother to show up to boo. I mean, Philly had the worst attendance in the league last season.
But they've got hope, Greg.
A lot of young talent. Maybe this is the year it starts to materialize.
Bucks leading by 9. Carter Williams, the pass to Henson. Monroe with it. Now Okafor defending. Henson with the screen. Stolen by Landry. Okafor dishes to Thompson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Here's Monroe. And another basket for Milwaukee.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
58 seconds left now here in the second. And Thompson kicks to Landry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's the screen. Dishes to Okafor. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Okafor's got 4 this quarter. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And the pass to Sampson. The dish to Okafor. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Okafor. And Henson sends it back. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Carter Williams with it. He's picked up by Landry. Henson, a screen on Landry. Here's Carter Williams. Here's Henson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Pass to Covington. The 10-footer. Again, Philadelphia.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Bucks lead by 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Greg Monroe was red hot to start the first. He had 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
One problem is that they didn't show enough aggressiveness on the boards. When you start losing a game, that's when you're supposed to tighten up and toughen up. Your pride has to be challenged, and you need to rise to the occasion. They've got to be more aggressive as a team, and that will cut into the lead.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Talk about some great numbers for Monroe. 25 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Here's Carter Williams. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Mr. Moves out there with Thompson. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Landry in at the power forward. Kicks it to Covington. Doubled by Henson. Out to the wing. Okafor up top, 6 on the shot clock, and that one's good. Covington's got 24 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Henson kicks to Monroe. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier. And that one falls for Greg Monroe. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Mr. Moves passes to Okafor. Pass to Covington. 5 on the clock. Landry with the screen. He used that pick to perfection. Covington's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. He feeds it to Monroe. Stolen by Landry. Passes it to Thompson. Stolen by Middleton. Antetokounmpo dishes to Carter Williams. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
On the subject of Michael Carter Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field, and you expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
Thompson outside. It's deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Feeds to Thompson. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Landry, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor. But last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
The 76ers trail by 11. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. He kicks to Thompson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Thompson's got 6.
And back to Carl Landry. Sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves, a tough guy willing to play through pain, but he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue. Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. You know, visiting Carl Landry again here. I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty and edge down low. Yet, you can't make him out to be more than he is. Kevin, a big guy with his quickness should be almost illegal. How can you guard that?
Antetokounmpo passes to Monroe. Back to Antetokounmpo, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Middleton, and Thompson sends it back. One-on-one here. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Landry. Here's Carter Williams. 17 points in the game. It's Monroe, high post. Middleton inside the three-point line. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Here's Mr. Moves. He dishes it to Thompson. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Mr. Moves passes to Okafor. Again, Philadelphia.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grill.
Bucks leading by 7. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. The drive by Monroe, and he uses the glass on the layup. Monroe's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Landry with the screen. Mr. Moves passes to Covington. Off the pick. And the shot is good. Covington's got 28.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers.
it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Jabari Parker's checked in for Henson. Mayo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And so it's Milwaukee now. The feed now to Vasquez. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Vasquez has got his second basket of the night. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's Cannon. He's got 7. Embiid the screen. And Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 9.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the rejection by Noel. Dishes it to Mayo. Over to the wing. Parker with a clean look. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The dish now to Cannon. Four on the shot clock. Here's Noel, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
There's the pass to Bayless. A baseline J, and again, it's Milwaukee converting. The 76ers trail by 10. Well, the Bucks made huge strides as a team last season. Greg, most of it came from them establishing themselves as a top-tier defensive team.
And Kevin, as you know, that's really where it starts for all the elite teams. And the Bucks defensively were very strong. You look at the metrics that measure a lot of the defensive categories. Bucks finished with the second-best defensive rating in the NBA.
Pass to Monroe. And stolen by Roten. Here's Cannon. He's got 9. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Now here's Vasquez. There's the screen. To the paint from 11 feet away. And the jumper falls for him. And that's now 22 points for Jabari Parker.
Boy, Vasquez, man, what an example of tremendous passing skill.
Roten kicks to Embiid. Pass to Noel. Here's Sampson. Out to the right wing. There's a screen by Noel. Cannon dishes to Noel. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Robert Covington's checked in for Jakar Sampson. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
The shot by Parker, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Monroe on the double team. Noel against Parker. Shot clock at 5. Noel down low. Covered by Parker. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Noel. Vasquez passes to Monroe. Kicks to Mayo. The Bucks working the ball around. Embiid against Parker. Baseline jumper. And another basket for Milwaukee. Now the 76ers with it. Roten kicks to Covington. He feeds it to Embiid. Shot from 12. And the shot is good. Embiid's got 8. 1:53 left in the third. Now Bayless. He's got 11. Passes it to Vasquez. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got 6 assists now in the game. The 76ers trail by 8. Cannon kicks to Covington. They set the pick. Here's Noel. Again, Philadelphia.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
And here's Vasquez. He's got 9. 1:07 left to play in the third. Here's Parker. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Roten with it. He's got 17. Feeds to Embiid. Again, Philadelphia.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Bayless dishes to Mayo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
The feed to Covington. Noel, a screen on Mayo. And Parker comes with the help. Covington kicks to Noel. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
8 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
Here's Mayo. Monroe left side. Wide open look. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The points coming in bunches as we ramp up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bucks ahead. They lead by 9. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The 76ers trail by 9 on the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Henson in at the 5. Middleton up top. He's covered by Thompson. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
Pick by Okafor. Fades. And Henson sends it back. And it's Parker in the corner. He kicks it to Carter Williams. Back to Parker. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. And it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the three-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
That's good.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Henson with the screen. Teardrop shot. Goes back up. That's tipped. Here's Covington. Antetokounmpo defending. Covington passes to Mr. Moves. Here's Okafor. True on the 14-footer. Okafor's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers.
And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
To the wing right side. Double team on Parker. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. And Henson with the bucket on the assist from Carter Williams. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Mr. Moves passes to Landry. He dishes it to Okafor. Okafor with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Doubled by Henson. Okafor kicks to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Carter Williams. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He said, "We are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there." We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Tries a 3 off the inbound, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Mr. Moves passes to Okafor. Dishes it to Landry. And Thompson kicks to Okafor. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Bucks leading by 8. Parker sets the screen for Carter Williams. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Here's the dish to Henson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Parker with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Carter Williams, and Thompson sends it back. Antetokounmpo dishes to Carter Williams. Double team on Parker, and he gets it to go.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
One shot. One shot.
That's good from Parker.
What a game for Parker. He's got 33 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
Mr. Moves passes to Landry. Covington kicks to Landry. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 6th assist on the night. The 76ers trail by 13. Pass to Covington. Here's Mr. Moves. Carter Williams covering. Stolen by Henson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Mark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Thompson outside, off the screen. Again, Philadelphia.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Here's Mr. Moves. Here's Okafor. And Henson sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 17-point game. Shot clock at 6. And Thompson kicks to Okafor. Over Henson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 21 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Parker double-teamed. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Bucks making a change here. Monroe's checked in. The 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Okafor. Out to Thompson for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Here's Carter Williams and another basket for Milwaukee.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Henson with the screen. Carter Williams kicks to Henson. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. That's 12 points now for Henson.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Landry with the screen. Thompson for the triple. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Monroe sets a screen for Carter Williams. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Carter Williams has got 10 points in the quarter.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut back down to 11. Some big points there for Okafor.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Here's Carter Williams, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Stolen by Monroe. Now here's Carter Williams, guarded closely. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Kicks it to Henson. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the 76ers. And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
That's his third personal foul.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential, except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
And talking about Giannis, he was clearly one of the very best players in that 2013 draft. Selected number 15 overall by the Bucks. And if you looking back, to me, that's what we'd have to call a steal with the kind of player he's developed into. And a nice one-two punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
To stop the run, and that one's good. Noel's got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Timeout call for Philadelphia. Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He also said that he loved their matchups in the low post and told his guys, get the ball into the post whenever they can. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And the basket good. Bucks leading by 17. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's Mr. Moves. It's Noel atop the key. On the wing, Thompson. Passes it to Covington from downtown. Another three for Philadelphia.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Carter Williams with it. He's picked up by Landry. Right side out of Antetokounmpo, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's Landry, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Just absolute domination in this one for Landry. 16 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
At the line for your 76ers, Carl Landry. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Nerlens Noel. J.K. Sampson comes in for Robert Covington. Roten's checked in for Hollis Thompson. And it's Cannon in for Mr. Moves. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Henson. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter Williams.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Greg Monroe. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Vasquez kicks to Plumlee. Beyond the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Carl Landry's checked in for Joel Embiid. Robert Covington comes in for J.K. Sampson. And Hollis Thompson subbed in for Roten. And Thompson kicks to Cannon. He feeds it to Okafor. 76ers moving the ball around. Elbow shot, and he nails the jumper.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your 76ers, Carl Landry.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Plumlee attacking.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And that one misses.
At the line for the 76ers, Miles Plumlee. Taking 2 shots.
So we can't get either to fall. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And that one misses. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out.